So this is what Wendy asked me to read. Alcoholics Anonymous and other 12-step groups have made use of the Serenity Prayer since at least 1941. While the original introduction of the prayer is not recorded, the official AA version is. That a new member of AA brought the prayer to the attention of Bill W. He liked the prayer so much that he had it printed and distributed during meetings. The original text of the Serenity Prayer distributed was as follows. Father, give us courage to change what must be altered, serenity to accept what cannot be helped, and the insight to know one from the other. Today, most 12-step groups use the common version of the prayer. In most cases, the prayer is used to invoke a sense of detachment, that things that stress you, are not immediately pressing or important, and that it is important to step back and recognize what can and cannot be changed. Because many alcoholics often have difficulty coping with stress and difficulty, the prayer has remained relevant and in service in AA for over 80 years. Previous versions. While the current version of the Serenity Prayer was proven to have been written by Reinhold Niebuhr, there are a variety of much older prayers or sayings that reflect a similar meaning. Niebuhr may have been consciously or unconsciously inspired by any of them when writing, or may have written his own independently of any inspiration. The oldest dates back to the 1st century of the Greek philosopher. Born a slave, this philosopher was taught that philosophy was a way of life, and he lived according to his guidelines of accepting whatever happened while remaining responsible for what happens. His writings are filled with many similar quotes. Here's a quote. Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. And famously in the handbook that this philosopher wrote, it opens with the following lines. Some things are up to us and some things are not up to us. Our opinions are up to us, and our impulses, desires, aversions, in short, whatever is our own doing. Our bodies are not up to us, nor are our possessions, our reputations, or our public offices, or, that is, whatever is not our own doing. The things that are up to us are by nature free, unhindered, and unimpeded. The things that are not up to us are weak, enslaved, hindered, not our own. In the 8th century, a Buddhist monk, whose name I cannot pronounce, wrote another line similar in spirit to the Serenity Prayer. This monk, with the name that will go unmentioned, was especially disliked in his monastery, often being described as lazy. To atone for his sins, this particular monk was asked to speak before the entire monastery. He delivered, creating a work that is still used today. He said, if there's a remedy when trouble strikes, what reason is there for dejection? And if there is no help for it, what use is there in being glum? Well, it is apparent that Niebuhr, the writer of the prayer that we now use, who wrote the current version, it is often heartening to many who use it, that similar concepts have been voiced, and often in other cultures. In fact, while our earliest version of a quote with a similar spirit dates all the way back to ancient Greece, we have no earlier records to prove that philosopher from Greece was in fact the first to voice those ideas. Whether you attend AA, another form of 12-step, like Al-Anon, or have come across the prayer in another way, you now know some of the history. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Rick.
Take two. It is my pleasure to introduce, and you guys are in for the greatest meeting of your life. You have no idea what's here. Wendy and Sandy.
Thank you, Ricky. This is an honor and a privilege. We had this set up differently. We wanted different things. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to go with the flow. We did this on Zoom, and it worked absolutely marvelously. And we were trying to figure out how to do it, but it didn't work. So here we are. So bear with us. You've heard all the serious stuff. So we're going to have some fun with the Serenity Prayer. In the very beginning of this, I am a person who has been just overwhelmed, don't you know? Oh my goodness. You know what? Some days are better and some days are bad. And guess what? I have had it up to here. I cannot believe what is going on. What did I do to deserve this? What? Why? Why? You know what? There will be blood on the saddle today. I will get revenge. You know, whoops, that is not the Al-Anon way. So let's try this one. You know, I've been taught to pray. God help me, God help me, God help me. Anybody else know that prayer? God help me, God help me, God help me. No, let's try a different one. Let's try this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
Hello, my child. It's me, God. I've been waiting for you. Thank you for inviting me in.
God? Are you serious? Female, red-haired, glasses and freckles sounds more like my favorite nightmare.
I have borrowed this persona so we can have a conversation.
Sorry, I love this prayer, and I think we're on two different scripts. God, I love it. Okay.
God to the rescue.
See,
God knows all.
God knows that Wendy is going to screw this up.
Do you want to take it from the top or where?
Yeah, we'll just go with it. Because you got to have fun. Okay, where are we?
Borrow this persona.
Hey, look at that. Everything is online today, even God.
If you're not okay with this, then go ahead and talk to your sponsor. As for that prayer,
I love this prayer.
you pray that an awful lot, you know.
Well, it's a great prayer. It's one of my top 10. It's right up there with God help me, God help me, God help me. I really love this prayer.
Thank you again for inviting me in. But I don't know if you understand this prayer.
I do.
I don't know that you really do.
I do. I absolutely understand this prayer.
Okay, Wendy, that's pride. We'll deal with that later. First things first. I want you just to slow down and let's really think about what you're praying.
Okay. What I'm asking you to do is save me from the people who have no idea they have no idea. God, grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change.
Do you even know what serenity is?
Yes, I know what serenity is. It's the act of being serene. It's of serenity. You know, well, actually, here's a story I heard, that there was a knight, and his name was Serenity. He was in King Arthur's court. Nice guy, you know. And then one day, the knights were all having a tailgate party. And Sir Lancelot and King Arthur were just having, about to go to fisticuffs over Guinevere. And Serenity had had enough of all of this. And he walked in and said, Serenity, Serenity. And everybody said, oh, he's talking about this philosophy of life. But really, he was only saying his own name. So that's how we got this. So hashtag Serenity now.
So you don't know what it means.
Not a clue.
Serenity. It is the absence of chaos. A hush, a pause.
A hush, a pause? I thought it was more like sitting on a lily pad, you know, in the lotus position going, which, by the way, cows think are really funny because it's moose spelled backwards?
No, it's a hush and a pause, and I want that for you.
I'm not sure I want hush and pause. I'm kind of more into rush and applause.
Okay, how about we try for pause and focus?
I'm not sure I can do that.
I want that for you, just for today.
Okay, just for to do. I will test drive that for me just for today. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that cannot change, courage to change the things.
Pause, focus.
Yes.
You've already negated the prayer
How did I negate the prayer?
because you're saying something you don't really mean.
No, I mean it. I really do mean it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Do you know the meaning of accept in this prayer? Most people skip over it like it has a bad smell or something. Acceptance is the essence of this prayer.
Well, first you want me to understand serenity, and now you want me to get the gist of acceptance all in one prayer?
Yes, my child. You cannot expect me to accept this prayer until you can, do you?
Well, you should be able to read between the lines. After all, you are God.
Do you not remember your sponsor telling you to just read the black bits? The answer is there, not in the spaces between the lines. So you need to know how to accept the serenity you are seeking.
Well, I know how to accept it. I just go, done deal, finito, finito, ad infinitum.
Do you know what the term ad infinitum means?
Of course I do. It means forever and ever. I know I got that one right.
As always, a half measure. It means doing the same thing over and over again in the same way forever. Isn't that what got you here in the first place?
I was pretty good at that, don't you think?
Yes, you were. And that is why I am here with you, to help you undo and unlearn that which made you unmanageable.
So if I accept that I am unmanageable and that you will give me serenity, if I learn these things, we'll be good, eh?
Well, it's a beginning. As you have learned in your recovery, acceptance is the key. Acceptance is akin to surrender. When you surrender, the problem ceases to exist. When you try to solve it or conquer it, you only set yourself up for more resistance. Easy does it.
Well, you want, instead of me setting myself on fire, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can.
Now we are getting into the center of things. Just think about it. You are always in the mix of things, constantly trying to manipulate.
Manipulate? I think we should use the word direct.
You cannot direct nor manipulate me. I just want you to accept the simple fact that there are things in life that are beyond your control. I want you to learn to adjust yourself to what is and not try to adjust everything to your own desires, one day at a time.
Right, to be honest with you, God, I think I like being in the mix of things. I like being in the middle, even though I shouldn't. I guess it gives me some kind of significance, maybe some kind of validation in some twisted way. And if I were to turn all of me over to you, I don't know what you're going to do with me. And I don't even know if you're going to include me in. So I know I should trust you and just believe and trust there's nothing that you would not give me that I could not handle.
No, I never said that.
No, but you said.
I get misquoted so much. What I said was that there will not be a temptation to overcome that I cannot handle. Can I just tell you something?
Sure.
When I close a door, I don't open a window, all right? That's just weird. If I don't want you to go outside, I'm not going to give you another way to go outside. Anyways, listen, this is life. Sometimes it's really going to be tough. There are going to be things that come at you that you cannot bear. But nothing will ever come at you that I cannot bear. This is where courage comes in. It takes courage to adhere to the unenforceable. Courage is turning your fears over to me in order that I can give you the power to overcome them. It takes courage to challenge your fears, courage to see yourself as you really are. It takes courage to take the risk of letting me be in the power.
So now you want me to understand that you will grant me serenity, if I have the courage to let go, if I surrender and let go and let
God, me.
Thank you. I'm beginning to get this hush, pause, focus stuff. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the...
Pause, focus.
Okay, in my defense, looking at all the things that I can directly manipulate, I'm working on it, and then all I see is I don't have a lot of time left. I mean, they're just things that I need to do in this life, just to get things done, and well, this has just been a really season of my busy season.
That's an excuse.
It's not an excuse. I need to get wisdom from other people. If I'm going to do my dreams and visions that you want me to carry out and do what I need to do, I need to get wise counsel before I take a leap of faith and do them. Where do I find that? Well, I suppose that's where the wisdom comes in.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about wisdom. You are aware that you have a collective wisdom in each and all of your meetings. My unseen spirit is in your meetings. Words of wisdom may also fall from the mouths of small children or the ramblings of someone you dislike. But if you lowly listen, you will find help. My wisdom emanates from all things, not just meetings and prayers, for I am. So now let's talk about those things that you can do something about, shall we? My spirit has reached out and prompted you to do some things, and you haven't done them.
I guess I just don't know how to get your messages.
Okay, but you're using that as an excuse. You are well aware that's also a thing called sponsorship. You cannot do it alone, and you need more than just me to guide you. You need someone to walk with you. You also need a sponsor to guide you. Did you reach out to them for help?
No, I reached out to you in my prayer. It's not my fault.
Excuse?
I'm terrified.
Yes, that's it. Good.
I'm just terrified. I know what I've done. I know the mess I've made of my life. I know what it's like to fall on my face. I've been overlooked and abandoned. And if you think that I'm going to step out in faith in you and even attempt to do those dreams or that you have for me and use that DNA that you created inside me and to take that leap of faith and to leave it up to
God, me.
I don't want to fail. I really don't want to fail.
I have picked you up every time you have fallen. Every time. I will continue to pick you up. I didn't give you a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and love. I want you to live out of that.
Oh, I know. I just need to let go and
Let God, me again.
It's a really good phrase.
Yes, thank you.
It's just so hard to do. And God, I'm afraid.
I don't want you to be afraid. Trust me. Hear me. That's where you get your wisdom. And wait on my timing. Don't get ahead of me and don't lag behind me. When you wait on me, that's when you're going to mount up with the wings of a Pegasus. You're not going to crawl through this life anymore, but you're going to start running. My child, you're going to run. You're going to run, and you're not even going to get tired because you're not running by your own strength. You're running with my strength. That's the way to truly live. And when you do that, do you know what?
I can do all things through you. That gives me strength. And then I get to win, right?
Sure, Wendy, yes. You can win. That's it.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time. Well, aren't you going to do the hush, pause, focus thing, God?
No, you're starting to understand how precious life is.
I sure am trying, God. Ever since I was willing to say yes to you, I will savor every day and every breath that I have. I am so thankful for the yeses you have given me and allow me to have the trials. And God, I'd be remiss not to thank you for all of those trials and tribulations and the times that I fell on my face. At those times, you turned chaos into beauty. Has led me to a pathway of peace. And God, This world.
Paused.
This world.
Focus. I want you to accept the simple world as it is and not as you'd have it to be. And trust that I will make things right.
I will surrender to your will.
That's a miracle, and you're welcome.
Living one
Pause.
day.
Focus. Surrender. Surrender.
I can't.
You can. Remember, I am the great. I am. Don't forget that.
I don't know how. My hopes have been shattered. My dreams have been broken. Have you not seen what my life has been? The broken lives, the pain of destroyed relationships, the despair of the insidious disease of alcoholism has taken me to, the pain and suffering I have bestowed upon others as I suffer from my own disease.
Do you not remember that conversation you had just the other day with your friend where you wanted to stay in self-loathing and self-pity? What did he say to you?
He said, what are you doing right now? And I said, I'm driving and I'm talking to you. And he said, oh, you have a car. You have gas. You have Bluetooth. You have a phone and someone to talk to. What exactly were you calling me about? Oh, never mind. I get it. The focus should be on the positive and be grateful for what I have and to thank you. But I still don't understand.
Let me show you the unforced rhythms of my grace. My child, you are living this life with a clenched fist inside of you, building up walls because you don't want to hurt again. Just as a child holds on tight to something it's afraid to let go of. You're holding on to your hurts and your hang-ups and your habits, and you will never overcome them while white-knuckling them. This life that I gave you to live was not meant to be lived with a clenched fist, but with an open palm. Surrender. Trust God. Here's a little something to think about. As children bring their broken toys with tears for me to mend, you brought your broken dreams to me because I am your friend. But then instead of leaving me in peace to work alone, you hung around and tried to help with ways that were your own. As you snatched them back again and cried, how can you be so slow? My child, what could I do? You never did let go.
Okay, I will surrender. I will trust you with my heart. I will live outside my understanding. I will offer myself to you. I will give you all of me. I will trust you that you can direct my path and that I may be reasonably happy and this.
Hush.
Hush.
Focus.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time. That is the pathway to peace. You make all things right. If I surrender to your will, I will be reasonably happy in this life and surprisingly joyous, even though I have to work hard to have joy. It will be worth it. I will be happy with you. What a miracle.
You're welcome again. I have one more lesson for you today, my child. It's an easy one, I think, I hope. Just add one letter to your favorite prayer. Just add an S to the second word. What do you have now?
God grants me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. What a great affirmation.
Now, everyone here, gathered here today, let's all say the Serenity Prayer together, all of us.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
The end.
The end.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Sandy.
God.
Thank you, God.
She has way too fun playing God. Just playing.
Thank you, Wendy, God. as well. Does this mean?
Yeah, close it.
Okay, close it. In closing, I would like to say that the opinions expressed here were strictly those of the person who gave them. Take what you liked and leave the rest. The things you heard were spoken in confidence and should be treated as confidential. Keep them within the walls of this room and the confines of your mind. A few special words to those of you who haven't been with us long. Whatever your problems, there are those among us who have had them too. If you try to keep an open mind, you will find help. You will come to realize that there is no situation too difficult to be bettered and no unhappiness too great to be lessened. We aren't perfect. The welcome we give you may not show the warmth we have in our hearts for you. After a while, you'll discover that though you may not like all of us, you'll love us in a very special way, the same way we already love you. Talk to each other, reason things out with someone else, but let there be no gossip or criticism of one another. Instead, let the understanding, love, and peace of the program grow in you one day at a time.